Hello, hello, hello. I am so excited today to be talking to you about how to stand out as a coach. How to stand out as a coach. So I'm Rebecca Lockwood, your neuro-linguistic programming trainer, hypnosis trainer, and breakthrough coach trainer. And I am super excited to be answering one of the biggest questions that we have is, how do I stand out as a coach? Right? How do I stand out as a coach? And really the questions that we get around this are, how do I differentiate myself as a coach? How do I stand out in this marketplace? And how do I make myself different than other coaches, right? And so I'm going to talk about this today. How to stand out as a coach. So I'm live on Facebook, hello, at the same time as on Instagram. So if I'm not looking in your direction, that is why. I do try and put them as close together so that I don't appear to be looking in the complete opposite direction. But yeah, let's dive into this because this is really common. This is a question that I get asked all of the time. And if you've got a question as I'm live, as I'm chatting, please do ask it. Okay, so how to stand out as a coach. This is a really common comment and question that we've had within our coaching community and within the questions that we ask, like what is your biggest challenge when it comes to coaching? What is your biggest challenge when it comes to growing your business and starting your business? And one of the biggest things that we get is people saying, well, how do I make myself different than all the other coaches? Or how do I stand out as a coach? Or how do I differentiate myself from other coaches? So we're going to dive into this now. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to really understand that you are you and there is only one of you, right? There is only one of you. And so when it comes to this kind of point, it's like, it's obvious, right? It is obvious. There is only one of you. That's it. So I'm saying this and I feel like I'm saying to myself, well, this is really obvious. Like, obviously there's only one of you, right? But I think that often we can forget this and we kind of tend to paint ourselves in this kind of sea of, well, there's lots of other people like me, so that must mean that I'm like them, right? And although we may be doing something similar to other people, there is still only one of us, right? There is only one of us. So when it comes to this kind of point, I really want to ask you to check in for any limiting beliefs or any fear of what other people may think about you and what other people may say and how other people may judge you. And I say this because if you are thinking, well, I'm just like everybody else, then it's quite possible that you might be being very vanilla, right? And what I mean when I say this, when I say you may be being very vanilla, I mean that you may be just trying to show up in a way that you think people want you to show up as, and in a way that you think is going to people please, right? And so when we are trying to be vanilla, we are trying to please everybody. And we're not necessarily being true to ourselves and really allowing ourselves to honour who we are as individuals and who we are as people. And to give you an example of this is what happened for me. This very much happened for me. So when I first ever started my coaching business, like 6 years ago, when I, came out of sales coaching and started coaching in my own business myself, I was very much like, I used to wear very, what's the word to describe it? Like, I used to wear black all the time. I used to wear very plain clothing, and I used to be afraid of what people thought about me, and I was afraid of judgment from others. So there was a lot of limiting beliefs around what other people may think about me, how other people may judge me, and I was trying to people please. I was trying to kind of, I don't know if I was trying to fit into the background, but I was trying to fit in and kind of be the person who everybody liked and who everybody got on with. And although I still try to do that, right, I still feel like I want to obviously, I obviously still want to fit in. I want to I want people to kind of resonate with me and have, like, be on a level, right? Not everybody is going to be, okay? And that's fine. So when it comes to this kind of point here about understanding that there's only one of you and checking in for the limits and beliefs that you have. Like I had limits and beliefs around, I had a massive limit and belief around not being good enough and about judgment from others. And it that manifested itself in me not really dressing the way that I wanted to dress, not really acting the way that I wanted to act, not speaking the way that I wanted to speak. I felt like I felt like I was getting sore throats all the time, and I had to just please and say what I thought other people wanted to hear, instead of just saying what I felt like was important and really honoring my message. So really, it's really important. You are the only person who can show up as you. And you are the only person who has your experiences that you've had in your life. So check in for limiting beliefs around fear of judgment, around trying to be vanilla, around trying to people please, and really check in for the kind of things that you're saying to yourself inside that's allowing you to show up in a certain way. Yeah. So firstly, check in for that. Secondly, brand yourself, right? Brand yourself. And when I talk about branding, I don't mean like colors and a logo, right? I don't mean that. I mean you and your personality, right? Allow your personality to shine through your brand. So when I identified in myself that I had these limiting beliefs around trying to be vanilla and people please everybody, I realized that actually I wasn't honoring the real version of myself, and I wasn't honoring the kind of person that I am. Like I like to be I like colourful things. I like to be fun. I like to laugh. I like to be bright, and I like to be bold, and them kind of things weren't showing up in my branding, in my, the way that I was showing up. It wasn't, my message wasn't being clear enough. So when it comes to branding yourself, really think about like who you are, what is your message, what are the kind of things that are important to you, and what are the kind of things like that you want to say, and the voice that you have. What are the things that are really important to you? So really understand what are your values, and when it comes to your business, what are the things that you are really passionate about that you want people to know, right? And when you talk about these kind of things, it makes you so excited and it makes you feel motivated, and you know that when people engage with you and your brand, they are also going to have these immersive experiences that are going to support them to change their lives. Okay, so if you've had the right coaching training and you're growing your coaching business, you should already know that the stuff that you support people with is going to change their lives. Okay, so that's why number one is checking in for any limiting beliefs around it. So when number two, we come into branding yourself and allowing your personality to shine through your brand, you'll have got rid of them limiting beliefs. You'll have applied what you know already in your coaching training, because in your coaching training you should learn how to get rid of limiting beliefs. You should do. So you should already know how to do that if you're already a coach. So apply it to yourself, right? Apply it to yourself, brand yourself, and allow your personality to shine through your brand. Okay, number three, be yourself in your marketing. Be yourself in your marketing. And what I mean by this is when you're doing your marketing and you're chatting with people, like say, for example, you're doing a video, use your own language, right? Use your language. Just talk the way that you talk. I remember once when I was in the beginning of my business and I left my corporate job and I was setting up my business on my own, I used to think that I had to talk a certain way. I used to think that I had to be professional. Like I still think that I have to be professional, but it wasn't a professional, excuse me, when I say professional there, I don't mean like what's the way to describe it? Like I was using words and phrases of things that I never say. Like I would never have a conversation with somebody normally and use them kinds of words. So why was I using them in my marketing, right? So think about this kind of thing, like just be yourself. And some people are going to really resonate with you and some people are not, and that is okay. Right? That is okay. So for example, if you like swearing and you feel passionate and you swear sometimes when you're passionate, then why not swear in your marketing, right? I personally don't do it that much. I might every now and then, so it's not my personality. However, I know some people like swear all the time, right? And that I'm not like, that's your personality, and the people that you want to work with will really resonate with that, and the people who you don't want to work with will be really put off with that, and that's okay, because you'll then be working with people who you love to work with, and you'll be attracting the kind of people who will resonate with you and who you'll resonate with. So it'll really support you not only to show up as the kind of person that you actually are and be yourself, but it'll also support you to attract the right kind of clients as well. Yeah, because for example, if you didn't do that and then somebody came through your program and just naturally you were chatting and you swear all the time, and that individual doesn't like it, then they're kind of going to be put off, but after they've joined you already. So it's really important to think about these kind of things, because in your marketing, people get to know you, like you, and trust you, and then they take the next steps. So you need to be yourself in your marketing, whatever yourself is, okay? And you should be really consistent in your marketing as well. So I suggest doing videos, which you can see I'm doing a video now, and so I'm live on Instagram at the same time as Facebook. So I suggest doing videos because it really allows people to connect with you by watching the videos. They'll listen to your language, they'll listen to your accent, they'll get a feel for what kind of person you are. So I suggest doing videos, and be consistent, right? Be consistent. So when you're delivering your videos and your content, just be yourself. Talk in the language that you talk. Even when it comes to writing content and using blog posts and things like that and email marketing, use the language that you would use as you are speaking with people, okay? And when you're delivering that content, be yourself. And again, some people might not resonate with you, and that is okay, because when you are yourself, you will attract people into your programs who resonate with you and who get you, and that's what you want, right? You want people who you can proper gel with. So the last thing is to get visible and be consistent. So be consistent in your content creation. Constantly talk about the things that matter to you. Consistently, right? Constantly talk about the things that matter to you, the things that matter to in your business, and the things that matter to your clients. You should feel like you are repeating yourself all the time, right? I cannot stress this enough. If you don't feel like you're repeating yourself all the time, you are not going to stand out as a coach. And the reason why is because your message needs to really stream through your marketing. And when you're really consistent in your message and your marketing, and you repeat yourself consistently, your message and your marketing is really going to sit with your potential client, and they're going to really get what you're about. They're going to understand what you're about because you are constantly talking about it. You're constantly sharing your message, and you're constantly being visible, and you're being constant and consistent. Okay, and I suppose it doesn't really fall under how to stand out, but make sure you always have a call to action on your marketing as well, and for people to take the next steps. So a call to action could be something as simple as reach out to me for a chat about how we can work together next, or reach out to me to book a free breakthrough call, or a free introductory coaching call, or something like that. Okay, so to round up how to stand out as a coach: 1, understand that you are you and there is only one of you. Have a check-in for limiting beliefs around this. 2, brand yourself. Allow your personality to shine through your brand. 3, be yourself in your marketing. It's so important. And are we on 4? Get visible and be consistent, right? So be consistent in your content creation, and make sure you are constantly talking about your message and the things that are important to you in terms of your business. Okay, so that is it from me today. Today we dived into how to stand out as a coach, and we do have some free training this week, which I'm super excited about. Start your coaching business. So if you're on Instagram, you'll have to pop me a message for the link, and if you're on Facebook, the link's in the notes in the description. And we are also open for our neuro-linguistic programming practitioner course and breakthrough coaching certification and accreditation program. I am so excited because there are some absolutely epic bonuses that are available when you join our program this week. If you're on Instagram, you can find the notes in my profile, and if you're on Facebook, the notes are in the description. And if you're listening to this on the podcast, the notes will be in the show notes. When you join us today, you will literally get your package popped out in the post, which will land on your lap hopefully tomorrow, because we do send them out first class. And you can start with us this week. You get instant access to the full course. So when you join us this week, you'll get instant access to everything. Your package will be popped out in the post, and you'll get the epic bonuses that are available this week as well. And you can find out which bonuses are available via the link, either if you're on Instagram, in my bio, and if you're on Facebook, it's in the notes. So that's it from me. I'm Rebecca Lockwood, your neuro-linguistic programming trainer, hypnosis trainer, and breakthrough coach trainer. I am so excited to have supported you today with how to stand out as a coach. If you've got any questions or you need anything at all from me, just reach out and I will be able to help you. Have an amazing day.